Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And some space here. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant, 26 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point attempt to follow here. he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Next is for Dolphins 7, Patriots 7. Midway through the set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
3.5 to go, first quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
He's got his tight end. It's Yr2 now.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw here.
That's complete. It's Yr2. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
That's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Harris. Runs over it.
And some room to run now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Harris running straight ahead.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Devontae Smith.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Now Yr2 for the extra point.
The kick is good. Makes the score Dolphins 14, Patriots nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. It's their quarterback. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his 1st ever NFL game.
And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have both.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. You know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They hand this off to Harris. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Coup for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Dolphins 28, Patriots nothing. Yr2 set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now this throw caught left side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run again with Harris. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now Austin. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Pickett. That pass caught. It's Williams. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
He will find his man Chase complete. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
To throw again on second down. Pickett, throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Pickett to throw on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jamison Williams. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Pickett will try to throw for this. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime. They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, New England. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Patriots get a bit closer. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as they continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Oh, look at the juke. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And here he's got Grant. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They'll try and run with Harris. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Najee Harris punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Pickett's throw complete there to Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That is caught by Williams for a Patriots touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take it look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but he did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grip.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Pick it now on 1st down. That is caught. It's Williams. He's got room at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. The return from his end zone is Graham. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game.
Here in the fourth quarter, defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what must...
And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Jamison Williams, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. He lost 6 there on the first down play. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete to Chase. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll run with Harris. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man, it's Chase. He completes it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
He's back to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath. And let's us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
They'll look to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Patriots have just about sewn up this
football game.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
That's good. For the Patriots. First down to 34.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. Well, this was not just the